I've had my Scion XB for almost 10 years and 100,000 miles. What's up everyone, the Blue XB back again with another video. My name is Jake. Let's go on a road trip to find out how good or bad my Scion XB has been. Quick change of plans. We're going to postpone our road trip to the beach. They're having severe thunderstorms and tornadoes right now. So I decided just to go to the park. It's a perfect spot, it's nice, it's quiet, and we can show off the XB in its natural habitat. A parking lot. Let's jump in. Behind me is my 2015 Scion XB in nautical blue metallic. All second generation and Gen 2.5 XBs, which mine is, which range, the second generation is from 2008 to 2010, and the 2.5 is from 2011 to 2015, came with a 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder 2AZ FE, the oil burner, 4-cylinder engine, paired with a 4-speed automatic or a 5-speed manual transmission. For 2013 to 15, there were a bunch of great colors that you could get for your XB. You could get it in black, white, silver, brown, dark blue like mine, which is my personal favorite, bright red, crimson, and you could get a few different release series colors along the way. And then the 2008 to 2011 or 2012, there were a few other great colors mixed in there, like a light blue, a teal, an almost purpley color. So XBs come in all different shades. Why in the world did I choose to drive a Scion XB for the past 10 years? Well, for a few reasons. One, I love how it looks. It's different, it's unique, there's only a few other cars that are like it. It's got that Toyota reliability to it. You know, I don't have to worry about it ever leaving me stranded. It never has up until now. There's so much that you can customize on it. I mean, you name it, you can do it, even DIY stuff. And for me personally, it was the right price and it was the right size at the time that I got it. It's my first car, and it has been fantastic for the almost 10 years that I've had it. I got it brand new with 4 miles on it, and I've loved it since the first day I got it. Jumping right into the first thing I love about the XB is exactly what I just said. There is so much you can do to this car. Just walking around it and the few little clips that I'm going to drop in, I mean, you name it, there's tons of things that you could do to customize your XB and make it your own. And if you get a special color like a release series, man, they're limited production. Even a 10 series or a 686 Parkland edition, you've really got a special car. And it's something that I love about the XB. Every single one is different, including mine. The number one thing I hate about the XB is the 4-speed automatic transmission. Oh man, does it need another gear or two. On hills, those RPMs jump up. If you're going to pass somebody, you've really got to floor it and put your foot down to the floor to get past them. I mean, it's not like it's low on power, but it just takes a while to put it down to the ground. And again, it's an economy car. It's not supposed to be fast like a Supra or something like that. But for what it is, it's fine. The manuals, I've driven a few of them, and I don't know, I think maybe it's my inexperience with manual transmissions, but I just didn't get a good feeling from it. I prefer the automatic in these cars, but it needs more gears. Staying on the topic of that 4-speed transmission though, is this car's reliability. Toyota is known for building reliable, dependable vehicles, and the Scion XB is absolutely one of them. I mean, a few years ago it was rated to go the #1 car to go 250,000 miles, and I've seen ones that have 4, 5, 6, 7, 800,000 miles on them, and they're still going great. You know, mine has never left me stranded, and I love the parts availability of it. This engine, the 2AZ FE, although it's known to burn oil, mine does not, thankfully, but it's in a lot of other Toyotas, and so is this transmission. They've both been around for a long time. Another thing that I don't really like about it is it's kind of hard to see out of sometimes. You know, these A-pillars on it are really thick, and putting these window guards on, it helped me inside because it makes it a little darker. You can crack the windows, but it makes them so they're really thick. You can kind of see through. If I open it up, just how thick they are. I mean, that's a girthy A-pillar. It's probably safe, but looking to the back, you know, it's a box, nice big windows to see out of. But the other thing I don't like about it is that the rear visibility, ooh, it's not great. Those C-pillars, they look cool on the outside, but from the inside, you know, you're not seeing much. And mine is great because it's got a backup camera in it. And 2015 was the only model year that came with a backup camera. So I'm really, really thankful that I bought this when I did. But these C-pillars, they could be a little thinner. Or maybe put windows in them like the first gen. Since I opened up the door, let's talk about something that I really like. Number 3 of my likes or loves, whatever you want to call them, is actually the OEM audio system. It is so good in this car. It's got great bass, great low end, great high end. You know, 4 door speakers, 2 tweeters, and this really nice head unit. It's all Pioneer stuff. I know automakers contract with the company and put their name on the brand or whatever you want to do or whatever you want to say. But this Pioneer system, for this kind of car, a car that was $19,000 brand new, it's really great. It's got great audio quality, great clarity, and it's really a stunner for the price point of this car. Okay, this is the one you all have been waiting for. The box jokes, the toaster, the cube, the loaf of bread, the XB is a box. And there are lots and lots and lots and lots of jokes that come along with it. Your friends will love to make fun of this car. I kind of get in on the jokes. You know, my license plates say square on them because it's a box. I gotta have the custom plates. I even used to have a sticker right there that said, "Eat my toast," and everybody loved it. I don't like the jokes sometimes because people call it a cube car, like the Nissan Cube, or the hamster car, like the Kia Soul, but you get used to it. It's not that big of a deal. So the XB might be the butt of many jokes, but the joke's on everyone else because they're not driving it. This thing is so easy to drive. It is a joy. It rides smooth. It's quiet enough on the highway, especially when you get some good tires on it. I've got some nice Yokohamas on mine. They're great. I highly recommend them. And it's so easy to turn, too. You know, this car is great in the city. I drive downtown every day, and there's always tight parking garages, parallel parking. You got to avoid bumps and potholes. And the XB takes it like a champ. The turning radius is fantastic. I can make a U-turn on a 2-lane street if there's like an open parking spot or a little bit of driveway or something. It's a great driving car. The XB might drive great, but can it charge your phone? Can it power a dash cam at the same time? Maybe you have a radar detector. Maybe you need to charge up a portable speaker or something like that. Well, you're out of luck. There's only one power outlet in the XB, and it's in the center below the shifter. It needs more power outlets. I even had to add my own in the form of a little USB voltmeter. The final thing that I absolutely love about the XB is the interior space. This little car is cavernous. 69.9 nice cubic inches of cargo space. That's on par with larger SUVs. That's almost the same size as a RAV4 in this little package behind me. I mean, if you open it up, it's got so much headroom for the driver. You don't feel like you're close to that windshield at all. This little box shape is great for getting taller items in. I love to put my bike in my XB, and it fits perfectly. All I do is pop open the trunk, fold down the 60/40 folding seats. I take off that, of course, and boom, it slides right in, right there. Take off the front wheel. I've fit 2 bikes in here before, plus a whole bunch of camping gear, and it swallowed it right up with room to spare. It's time to talk about my maintenance experience, my overall experience with the XB, and I'm happy to report that it's been great. I've had no major failures. My XB really doesn't burn that much oil. I've had a few instances where it's gotten a little low, but it's not burning it as much as would meet the threshold for the TSB that Toyota issued. I've never missed an oil change on mine. Every 5,000 miles, I've just done conventional. Really, the only major issue that I've had with mine is with the AC. It has a leaky AC evaporator core, which, you know, I'm not thrilled about because I live in Texas and you need AC here. It takes like 10 minutes to get cool, and sometimes when you step on the gas, it'll get warm, or if you're sitting in traffic and you're not having air, you know, rushing over the coils to cool everything off, it gets warm. And it's like $1,500 to fix, and you got to take the dash out, and that's just not something I'm interested in doing. The only other weird little issue I've had is with my sun visor. When you pull it down or put it back up, it makes that horrible sound, and it's kind of floppy. It stays there, or it stays there. And that's all you got from it. It's been like that forever. I could fix it if I put a new sun visor in, but it doesn't matter. The other sun visor works great. Because my XB is so reliable, I really trust it to go on road trips. So much so that I have driven it all over the country. I've driven it to probably 20 national parks out west in Utah and Nevada and Arizona. I've driven it up east all the way up to Maryland. I've driven it to Florida. It's been all over the Midwest and the Great Plains, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota. This is a great road trip vehicle. It's comfortable, it's got a good sound system, it rides nice, it gets okay gas mileage. You know, 27 on the highway is what I get right now, which can't complain for something like this. We finally reached what mods I've done to my specific XB. Starting with the exterior, silver painted steel wheels. I had alloy wheels on this car. I didn't love them. I even cracked one of them, so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna paint the steel wheels silver and be done with it. And it's a cool look because it looks like those JDMK trucks, you know, that really industrial look. It's kind of my style, and it looks good with the blue. So also, I got those silver mirror caps wrapped. They need to be redone, but that's okay. They looked great for the first like 5 years that I had them. It's been over 5 years, and wraps just don't last that long in the Texas heat. The next one is my JDM clear lens with black rim taillights. Ooh, these are my favorite mod that I have done to my XB. I imported them from Japan. They're plug and play for the 2011 to 2015 XB, and they always get a bunch of great compliments at car meets. Another one that I did is the reflector lights at the bottom of the bumper. They actually tie into the turn signals, and they have reverse lights in them, and they have running lights in them, and they're clear too, so they kind of match those taillights. It's a great look. The next one is moving up front. I got HID low beam headlights in. Also up front, I've got orange LED marker lights and orange LED turn signals. It just makes it look a little bit different, gives it that classic Toyota orange look. Another one that I have up front is my LED projector yellow fog lamps. They have projectors in them just like the low beam headlights. They really cut through rain and fog, and they help you see at night with all of these super bright headlights on the road by lighting up what's directly in front of you, close to the vehicle, on the ground. Another one that I mentioned before in the video is the WeatherTech window visors. That's actually the very first thing that I did to the XB. Another one is my tint. I've got 35% on the two front windows, which is the darkest legal that you can go on the front for Texas. And then I've got a 5% strip down to the AS1 line. Almost done. I got some performance mods for y'all. I've got an AFE Takeda axle back exhaust out back. I like how it looks. It's basically a muffler delete and relocating the tips to the center. Next up, I've got an HPS short ram intake up front. People say a lot of bad things about short ram intakes, but I've never had a check engine light. I haven't lost power. It sounds cool, it looks cool. I've also got a TRD rear sway bar. This probably changed the most about the driving dynamics of the car. It really tightens it up on corners. It really helps you get around them more flat. You don't feel like you're gonna tip over. And it was very easy to install. It was just a few bolts and a few hangers and a few bushings, and you're good to go. And then up front, I've also got Siberian bushings, polyurethane front sway bar bushings. These I actually had to order from Russia. They're actually for the Toyota Corolla Rumion, which is the JDM version of this car, but they fit right in, and they tightened everything up in the front too. Moving inside the XB to the interior, we've got some blue painted interior pieces. I did that all myself. You just pop them right out. They're super easy to do. I used 2-in-1 plastic binding paint primer. It works great. I haven't had anything flake off over the few years that I've had them. Another thing I've got is my blue sparkle shift knob. That was the second thing that I did to my XB. It literally just screws on. It's kind of a no-brainer. Customize your shift knob. It's the centerpiece of your interior. And then I've got that USB voltmeter. I got a video on that if you want to see it. Just add some more power ports. I actually put in an LED flasher relay so I don't get hyperflash. Very easy thing to do. And then just a few other miscellaneous things. You know, I don't really count them as mods, but you could if you wanted to. I've got the dash cam, I've got the patches on the headliner, I've got the seatbelt pads, I've got the storage bags in the back, I've got the blue seat covers, and I've got the phone mount. Would I buy the XB again? Absolutely, yes. I definitely would. This has been a great car for the past 10 years. It's been reliable, it's been affordable to maintain, it's taken me on countless road trips in comfort and style, it's unique, it's different, it's got a cool exterior, a cool interior, tons of mods to do to it, and overall it's just been a fun car, and I've really enjoyed my ownership experience with it thus far, and I hope to take it another 10 years, if not more, in the future. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check the description for a few links that I might throw in there to mods or other videos that I've made. I'll see you in the next one.